nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. I hope it never ends, this being more than friends, yeah. You know I'm here to stay every single day, yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me. Falling into your arms, dancing up in the stars. Where I'd rather be than with you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me. Oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, still can't believe you love me.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing. Be to me a mother, both hands on the wheel. Show me faded color, fields of chamomile. All at once in a dream, we are together. You could call it a vision.
I'm just taking some pictures of the little project bags that I've done. Some of these are my standard kind of sock size, the smaller size. I've also got some Snoopy ones in there and they are adorable. So there's that one and there's this one with the gorgeous little mice, how adorable. That lining is also metallic, so it's a Snoopy one. I've got another Snoopy one which is so sweet. I seem to have got the placement of the writing just right on that without even trying. This one is just a little one, it's about half the size, so great for just any smaller projects. It's a little bit wider as well, so the dimensions are just a little bit different. And I've got this lovely peachy metallic fabric inside that one, and that one is also a really a little bit smaller, just a very little bit smaller. I'll put all the measurements in the listings. And I've got Santa in his car, way to pick up his Christmas tree as well. So that is a few Christmassy project bags. I don't often make particularly seasonal bags sometimes, but I just thought I'd do some Christmassy ones, and that might be all the Christmas ones I do, I'm not sure. And I'm just going to show you some stitch markers that I've also got some Christmassy ones too, because I've been putting matching ones on the bags, like the little polar bear with the scarf on, so cute. And I've also got a little snowman here with a scarf on. I've got a variety of bells which actually jingle. There's different colours. I've got snowman and Santa, which are jingly bells too. And I've got a little rubber ducky, he's got his Christmas hat on. And I've got gingerbread houses as well. And I usually have the little polar bear with his jumper on, but I've ordered the wrong ones and they don't have the hook in the top. So I'm not quite sure what I can do with those. I don't think I'll have much use, but I need to reorder them because those ones are really popular. And I've also got fluffy ones, they like pom-poms. They come in the set of 4, and if you just prefer the plainer ones, I've got some little Christmas trees there and also little scarves which are really sweet. And just while I'm at it, I have got, if you're looking for stocking fillers for anyone, I've got my little project notebooks here in a lovely craft cover with my little lady on them, and these are grid pages which are really nice for writing on. And I've also got lots of little scissors at the moment. I've got all the colours in stock, and these are really handy. They pop open like that, they're very sharp, they're really good for embroidery scissors. They're sharp and fine. If I can zoom in a little bit there, doesn't want to focus, but I think you get the idea. They're really sharp. And this bit here, if you've got one of these thread loops, not a thread loop, a stitch marker holder, you can attach them to that and they'll hang off it, or you can also attach them to your project bags if you've got a drawstring on them. But these ones have got a clip, so you can also you can clip your scissors onto the clip here as well, which just means they're always to hand, because I don't know about you, I have got scissors in all of my project bags and I still managed to lose them. So that's just a few little extras there. I have got more fabric cut out ready to sew some big baskets today as well. By the time you see the video though, these will all be listed in my shop. Don't they look so inviting all together like that? I don't know which one I would choose. I mean, I'm really drawn to the Snoopy ones, but these little mice are adorable. And so are the little bears on this one. So cute. got a new project on the go, and not only a new project on the go, a new project on my needles. It's living in my big fluffy squishy basket, which I love. It's maybe a little bit big for the project, but I have got a Sophie scarf on the go. I have got my pink one, which I think I did have it here, but I've moved it back outside. And I've been wanting to make more for ages, and I finally got around to doing it because I want to make it for Christmas, and of course I've left it really last minute, which is just how I work. We've got some shops up the town here that sell wool, and I just wanted an acrylic DK, which is exactly what I managed to find. It's just got a few speckles of, like, there's mustard and a sort of duck egg blue and kind of brown in there, and I'm getting distracted by the birds outside the window. And that's exactly what I was looking for, just something with a little bit of interest. There wasn't a lot to choose from in the shop, so that was the best of a bad bunch, really. So here is how I'm getting on. I'm very nearly finished. So here's the star, and I've gone all the way to the middle, and I'm here. And I started it exactly a week ago, and I'm really surprised with how much I've got done. I've got a little pretty little Santa stitch marker there to keep the right side, and I've been using a stitch counter, and oh my goodness, what a difference it makes. Why did I not do this sooner? I knitted a Sophie scarf for myself probably earlier this year, and I just kept a count in my head, and that meant I couldn't watch TV or my mind couldn't drift off, except it did, and I lost count a few times, and it's quite a messy little scarf, or I can see the messy bits. With this one, I haven't had that problem at all because I've kept count on my counter. And I think that's why I've got through this so fast. I've sat and watched films and TV with this on the go, and it's just been brilliant. And I've really, really enjoyed having a knitting project on the go again that I can just pick up and knit without thinking. And I haven't had to think because I'm not keeping count. And it's such an easy pattern. It's a Sophie scarf, I think I said that. There's an I-cord edging. Actually, it does look like I've messed that bit up. Or is that the middle? Oh no, that's the middle. Yeah, that point there is the middle bit. I thought I'd gone really squint, but no, that's the centre. So it's got an I-cord edging, which is really pretty, and again, really simple to do when you are watching TV or not having to pay too much attention. So I wasn't sure what this wool would knit up like because it's a bit thicker than a wool that I used for my own one. And when I held them together, I could really notice the difference. But this is quite a dense fabric, and it's going to be really cosy. It is a DK as well. I think the DK I used before is a little bit thinner. Ideally, I maybe should have gone up a needle or half a needle size. This is what it is. It's by Woolcraft. It's just a baby wool. Cheap as chips. I think it was like $2.50 a ball or something like that. And the pattern, I think, should use most of it. I've got quite a bit left, so maybe just a bit less than 100 grams, I'm not sure. But the idea with these is that they can just wrap around. I'm doing the larger size, so I'm going to get myself all tangled up here. The larger size should wrap around twice. I'm not sure if it will be that big because it's a tighter fabric than my other one, but do you know what, that is going to be so cozy. So mine has got a little bit longer. I think you can tie it. I'm not sure if this one will get a little bit longer. I'm not sure. Maybe it will. I'm just panicking. Although it doesn't matter. This is going to be a gift for my mum. You can always just put it around once, I guess, as well, which is probably what she's more likely to do. She'll maybe just do the old lady thing of crossing it over. But you could tie it as well, or yeah, it should fit twice. It should fit around twice. So yeah, I'm really loving having that on the go actually, and just stealing a little bit of time here and there, 5 minutes here and there, or with my lunch, just doing another few rows. And I've kind of forgotten how much I enjoy having a project on the go like that. And sometimes for me, it's just getting started that takes so long, because you've got to find the right wool, find your needles, find the pattern, and all this kind of thing. But I'm on the go, I'm on the home stretch, I'm cooking with gas, I'm getting there. So that one's going to be finished well in time for Christmas, and I am very pleased at that, because sometimes last minute for me can literally be very, very last minute. So it's the end of November this week, so I've got plenty of time.
Oh, baby, don't cry. Don't cry. 'Cause there's always tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, if I could fly, ooh, I would be with you every second of my life. Sometimes it's just another day to get through, but it's not easy when you're blind from the truth. Oh, darling, let me be your mountain, 'cause I see it as my goal. Wanna be with you every second I got. Don't cry. Oh, baby, don't cry. Oh, I wanna be with you every second of my life. I know your world is hollow. Yeah. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes. Oh, yeah. But there is no need for sorrow, 'cause I will be with you every second of my life. Sometimes it's just another day.
I forgot just how difficult it is to film for vlogs in the winter. The light in here is awful at the moment because it's pitch black outside. Although it's cozy in here with the fairy lights on, of course, it just means I feel like the light is really weird in the room. But I want to show you stuff. I want to show you these baskets that I've got done, and as promised, I have done the mustard with the black and white check, and this is just given like cozy cabin in the woods kind of vibes. It's inside is brushed cotton, which you might know as flannel, or what else do you call that? I'm not too sure, but it's like cozy jammies, and I am just loving the black and white, and it goes so nicely with the mustard, as I thought it would. So I've got that out my system. That needed to get done this week, and I've made a few more baskets. I got some new corduroys, so I got, let me show you, I got this gorgeous like a forest green. I think you can just make out the colour. They're a little bit, got bits of fluff on them at the moment because they're hot off the press, hot off the sewing machine. This is a really lovely deep forest green, which is just not coming across in this light very well, but I've teamed it with metallic gold dots, and I think that just is like simple beauty. That would look so nice under your Christmas tree with your knitting project, or with your gifts in it if you've got an advent or something like that. I also got this red corduroy. It is so chunky and soft, and I think that is just beautiful. And this is like Mrs. Claus's knitting bag. Look, it's got beautiful little holly fabric, and it's so lovely. I love that one so much. The red is a really nice deep red. The light at the moment is not showing it properly, but I did manage really quickly to get the pictures taken for Etsy for these, so by the time you see the video they will be in my shop, and the colours should all be looking spot on. I've done another one with the lovely tartan because it's just so nice. This is a brushed cotton as well, and I've teamed it with this metallic gold like splash fabric. Yeah, love that one. And I got a new tartan check, and it's a pink one. I thought that was really fun. It's not really specifically Christmassy or wintry, but it could be, and I've teamed it with this pink with pink dots. I think that is really fun, really nice. Again, it's a brushed cotton as well. And then I've got this navy and white gingham, which is also a brushed cotton, and I decided to team that with a really pretty floral, this Lewis and Irene floral, just for something a bit different, just in case anyone wants something not Christmassy, not wintry, but just really pretty. So I think that is so lovely. These are all large, and again I've used the extra stiffener in them so they all stand up a bit better as well. They all stand up on their own basically, so I'm really pleased with those. And yeah, it was a fight against the light to get them photographed, but I'm glad I've got that done now, otherwise I would have had to wait a few days.
It goes round and round in circles, but I'm still on the ground. It's a dizzying day. I would give a lot to get away. It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave? I got the curtains up. I guess it would be nice if you could interrupt. It's a day like this. It's a day I really would have missed. It's getting real dark in here. It's getting real dark in here. Feels like I've been here 1,000 years. Could you bring some light to me? Or just sit beside me and never leave?
I have just cast off my Sophie scarf. This one is the one I've just done. And that is my own one, which I was talking about before. I just got it out to see what length the new one ended up, because I thought it was a lot shorter, and it turns out it's not exactly the same, which is really weird, because this one is so much thinner and drapier, and that one's really thick and cozy, so I thought that one had gotten much bigger, but it's not. And now that I've laid it out, I can see where I went wonky with the pink one. Not that you notice it when it's been worn, but anyway, I'm finished, and I'm so happy I'm finished. That took me exactly a week to make that, and I'm pretty chuffed with that. The light is blowing out a lot today. It's a very strange day, but it's just a cream with some speckles on, and I think it's turned out really nice. You can also wear it just with like a shawl pin neckerchief thing, I think, as well. There's so many different ways you can wear these. So this one is for my mum. I think I might have said that. So I think she'll be pleased with that. And it's so cozy, a bit warmer than mine. So I think I would like to make more for myself in thicker wools too, because that one is great for cooler weather, but that would be so nice when you need something a little bit warmer. And I think I said before as well, the fact that they're so small means they're perfect if you're going out and about, or maybe to the shops and you're going to be taking it on and putting it off, and taking it off and putting it on so many times, so you don't want to overheat. But yep, happy with that. A nice little finish and a handmade Christmas gift. I still have 30 grams of wool left, so that is good to know that you can make a Sophie scarf using just 70 grams of DK, but that is also for the larger size. You could make a smaller one, I guess. The pattern calls for cashmere, so a real fluffy yarn, which I am not doing, so I don't know how that equates at all, but I'm just passing on a bit of what I've learned in terms of DK wool. So handy to know, if you've got 70 grams left, you will be able to make a scarf. Let's just catch you up on my reading. I have been reading this one for my physical book, An Island Christmas. I'm enjoying it. It's not your typical sort of predictable Christmassy book. There's plenty going on in it, and I'm really pleasantly surprised that it's not. Is it predictable? Actually, I've just thought about something that's just happened and it's like, yeah, okay, maybe you thought that might happen, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. It's set on the fictional Scottish island of Muir, and since I've been to Skye this year, it's very nice to be able to picture the setting, although it's a very, very remote island. I'm enjoying the book. Some of the chapters are split into even smaller sections, or some of the chapters are quite small, so it's really nice just to read a little bit, and then you've got little breaks sometimes as well, so I can pick this up and just read for even literally for a couple of minutes sometimes, which is also really nice, trying to squeeze it in when tea's cooking or I'm just having a 5-minute sit down after lunch or something. So it's nice to have that on the go. I finished the audiobook I was listening to before, which was Christmas on the Murder on the Christmas Express, I think, by Alexandra Benedict. I really enjoyed that book. I think I saw people talking about it last year on vlogs, saying that it wasn't particularly Christmassy, which it's not really. They're just on the train going somewhere for Christmas. But I guess if you want a properly Christmassy book, then you would choose like a Cressida McLaughlin or a Sarah Morgan or something, where the cover's covered in snow and mince pies and Christmas trees, and the title is something to do with mince pies and Christmas trees and sparkles at Christmas, rather than Christmas on the Murder Express. So I really enjoyed it. It wasn't predictable at all. There were some themes running through it which maybe wouldn't be to everyone's cup of tea, but I enjoyed it. And I've started a new audiobook, and it's called, I'm a bit embarrassed, it's The Serial Killer's Christmas List. I wanted something a bit grittier as a Christmas story, like a crime, and I found one. This one is by Chris Frost. I think he's made that name up for a Christmas book, but it's the book one of a series, so I'm not sure how much more is in the series yet, but I'm enjoying it. It does what it says on the tin. There's been a murder, and there's now been another murder, so it's obviously a serial killer, and we're just following the detective in a sort of typical detective-y type of story. I feel like it's like a TV series I would watch, just the way the characters are and stuff. If you've ever watched The Bay on, I think it's on ITV, it's got a very similar feel to that actually, and I really enjoyed The Bay. I discovered that this year and watched them all, so I'm enjoying that. And it hasn't been it's not particularly gory or anything like that, or it certainly hasn't been so far. So if you like something with a bit of crime and a bit of drama and also with a bit of Christmassiness, then that might be something you might enjoy too. Although there's not much Christmassiness to that one either. So I think if you want proper Christmassy books, then go for the ones that are full on in the title, Christmassy. You know the types that I mean. I've got loads of them downstairs. And yeah, I'm enjoying my books. How far am I through this? Oh, I'm just over halfway with that one, so that's good. I watched my first Christmas film last week, and it was called something about Christmas with the X or something, and it was Alicia Silverstone in it, and it also had Melissa Joan Hart, who was Sabrina the Teenage Witch, so it felt very much like 90s throwback to my my teenage years. It was quite funny. It was quite a good film. I didn't agree with the ending though. I was like, no, you should not be doing that. I won't give anything away. Right, the light is really going now. I am going to pack away these gorgeous bags down into my packing room, ready for going out in orders. Oh yeah, I just wanted to wrap up. I won't be doing Vlogmas every day. There is absolutely no way I can manage that. And I say that every year, and I do it every year, but there is absolutely no way that's happening this year. I've got a lot of university deadlines coming up in the next couple of weeks as well. I would like to put out some videos on a Vlogmas theme. They will be, as what I usually do, I think, is like a few days rolled into one. So that's exactly what I'm going to plan. I'm going to be doing stuff that is, I want to put videos out that are just cozy and relaxing and warm and chilled and just all that kind of thing. I don't want there to be any stress in making them. I don't want there to be any stress in them. I just want them to be somewhere you want to come, bring along your cuppa, and we'll just chill. And that's the vibe that I'm going to be going for. And I'll see how I go, but there will definitely be a few videos spaced out throughout the month. I've got, well, I won't tell you what I've got coming up in December. I'll tell you in my Vlogmas videos. Anyway, oh yeah, there's roadworks getting done outside my window here, so I'm sorry if it's noisy. And I noticed in my last video there was a little bit of noise from a dehumidifier, which is just in my airing cupboard next door, so sorry if you heard a bit of noise in my videos. It's just home life, I'm afraid. Right, I have got some boring home housey jobs to do now, grown-up jobs, but I hope to get back to my book, and I hope to get on with some more knitting as well. I've got another little project on the go since finishing my Sophie scarf, but I will share all that with you in the videos to come. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.